Welcome viewers to Greek God Stories. Today, we explore the fascinating story of Zeus and the creation of humanity. Join us as we unveil the punishments, sacrifices, and the ray of hope that shaped the destiny of mankind. In the beginning, there was only chaos, a great void of emptiness. But from the chaos, Gaia, the earth, and Eros, love, sprung forth. They were then joined by night and day, which put an end to the reign of Erebus darkness. With the eternal cycle of dusk and dawn emerging, lastly, Tartarus would come. Tartarus was the deepest depths of the world where condemned souls would be sent for punishment. But these would not be the only primordial beings to emerge. Gaia would give birth to one more being, Uranus, the sky. The two would unite and produce 12 children, 6 sons and 6 daughters, known as the Titans. Among them was Oceanus, a great river that encircled the world. He would be joined by his brother Hyperion, the sun, who would ride his great chariot across the sky, shining light down upon the earth. When day became night, his daughter Selene, the moon, would emerge, shining her light into the darkness. However, Uranus was a cruel father to the Titans, locking his children deep within the earth. To escape, they would turn to their mother Gaia, who fashioned an indestructible sickle and gifted it to her youngest and strongest son, Cronus. Cronus patiently waited, and when Uranus next came to lie with his mother, he would jump out and slice off his father's genitals, which fell into the sea. From them, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, would be born, the first of a new generation. Having defeated his father Uranus with the sickle, Cronus would take his place as ruler of the world. But his reign was not to last, as Cronus would have 3 sons and 3 daughters with his sister Rhea. These children would become known as the gods. However, Cronus, just as cruel as his own father, had recently been informed that one of his children was prophesied to overthrow him. To prevent this, he would swallow each of them whole as they were born. Only one would escape this horrible fate, Zeus, the youngest of his children. He was saved by his mother Rhea, who hid Zeus on Mount Ida in Crete. Instead of Zeus, Rhea would present her husband with a rock dressed in infant's clothing. Unbeknownst to Cronus, he consumed the rock, unaware of the switch. Zeus would be raised by his grandmother Gaia on the island, hidden away until he reached manhood and was strong enough to challenge his father. When the time came, Zeus returned, striking down Cronus and releasing his siblings from his father's stomach. With his brothers and sisters now at his side, Zeus waged a war for 10 long years against the Titans. From the depths of the earth, the 100-handed giants and the Cyclops, legendary craftsmen, were released. They forged a mighty thunderbolt for Zeus, a trident for Poseidon, and a hat of invisibility for Hades, turning the tide of the war. With the Titans defeated, Zeus imprisoned them in Tartarus, deep within the earth, where they would remain in torment for eternity. Atlas, who had led the Titans in battle, received a special punishment. He was cursed to hold the sky on his shoulders forever. However, a few Titans would escape punishment, including Demes, the Titan of law and order, and her son Prometheus, who had allied with Zeus at the start of the conflict. They were pardoned and allowed to live their lives amongst the gods. With the world now free from the Titans' rule, the 3 brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, would decide which realm each would claim. Zeus received the sky, Poseidon the sea, and Hades the underworld, where the spirits of the dead would reside. Taking up residence on Mount Olympus, Zeus and his fellow gods became known as the 12 Olympians, ruling over mortals and monsters alike. While the gods now ruled Earth, Prometheus, one of the only Titans spared, was not satisfied with its inhabitants. He saw them as mindless creatures barely worthy of attention. Prometheus decided to fashion man from clay, sculpting his creation in the image of the gods. But Prometheus was not content with his new creation dwelling in caves like other beasts. He bestowed upon them fire, a great primordial flame that allowed them to emerge from the caves, fashion tools, and rise from the darkness. Soon, man would come to rule over all other creatures. However, Zeus was displeased. He wanted humanity to show gratitude to the gods and demanded that an animal sacrifice be made with each meal. Prometheus, loyal to man rather than the gods, wanted to give them an advantage. He divided a bull into two parts, presenting both to Zeus. One side contained the tender and juicy meat hidden under the unappetizing stomach of the beast. The other side contained the bare bones, concealed by a thick layer of delicious fat. Zeus chose the parcel covered in fats to be offered to the gods. But when he stripped away the top layer, he discovered that only bones remained. Enraged, Zeus decided to punish man by taking away the fire Prometheus had gifted them. Without fire, man retreated back into darkness, seeking refuge in the caves. To save his creation, Prometheus scaled Mount Olympus to steal the fire of the gods. With a great torch in hand, he returned to Earth, gifting his creation fire and allowing civilization to flourish once again. When Zeus looked down and saw fire on Earth yet again, he was furious. He captured Prometheus, chaining him to the side of a mountain. Each day, an eagle was sent by Zeus to feast on Prometheus' liver, which would grow back overnight, only to be consumed again the following day. The punishment continued for millennia. But Zeus was not done. He wished to punish humanity further and asked Hephaestus to craft a being capable of inflicting great suffering upon man. Taking clay from the earth, Hephaestus shaped the first woman. From Aphrodite, she gained emotions and beauty. Zeus bestowed upon her an insatiable curiosity. Hermes granted her the gift of speech and named her Pandora, meaning all gifts. As the gods offered her their blessings, Zeus gave Pandora a sealed box, warning her never to open it. Zeus instructed Hermes to deliver Pandora to Earth, where she would marry Epimetheus, Prometheus' brother. Prometheus had advised his brother not to accept anything from the gods, but Epimetheus was captivated by Pandora's beauty and accepted her without thought. They lived happily together for a while, exploring nature and having a daughter named Pyrrha, who brought them great joy. However, Pandora's curiosity always lingered on the sealed box. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, her curiosity transformed into a burning desire. Unable to resist any longer, Pandora peeked into the box to see what was inside. In that moment, a great cloud filled the air, and all the evils Prometheus had kept away from man were unleashed. Greed, envy, old age, and disease escaped into the world. Only one thing remained inside the box: hope. This became Zeus's greatest punishment. With hope, mankind clings to life through all adversity, enduring the hardships that burden them for the rest of time. Join us next time as we dive into more intriguing Greek god stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our upcoming episodes.